Welcome to the Waves Weekly Crypto Roundup, crypto news and commentary brought to you by those in the know. I'm your host, Grace Watson. This week, Bitcoin clambers back over $1,000. There's a second round of distribution for the Waves community token. Inflation in China and the UK surprised the markets by overshooting expectations. That may indicate that China's economic slowdown is, well, slowing down. But in the UK, it could lead to concerns about wage growth. In the US, a statement suggesting faster than expected interest rate rises from Janet Yellen pushed the dollar up. However, there is still considerable uncertainty around the potential impact of President Trump's new economic policies. The big news for Bitcoin has been the frozen withdrawals on Chinese exchanges as they improve AML processes. A $140 crash ensued, but brutal though this was, it was nothing compared to the bloodbath of early January when the People's Bank of China last took an interest in Bitcoin and put an end to margin trading. Bitcoin clawed its way back over the $1,000 mark, indicating the decreasing market share and influence of Chinese exchanges. And now, over to Brian.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the RationalInvestor.co's weekly Bitcoin summary here. We're taking a look at Bitcoin off of the weekly Phoenix charts here. And what we see, of course, is a nice up move here in the market through this past week. Very interesting level here, guys, because hopefully what you can see if we change this to a line chart is we're trying to break out through our old highest closing price we ever achieved. So hugely important longer term picture here, longer term message of price action. In essence, a validation of the bull if we can close out the week at new all-time highs. So institutional players are very interested in these levels. And of course, we've been talking about this consolidation at this level here for quite a while now, probably a good couple months. As you can see off of the candle chart, we have a very well-defined range. Top of the range right now, 1166. Bottom of the range, about 735. And you remember a couple weeks ago, we consolidated very quickly, very tightly, put in an inverted head and shoulders, and we're working our way up. You can see how last week we formed a doji right on the breakout level, and you can see this week they're trying desperately to confirm the breakout through this really key level here. My feeling AB equals CD wise, and considering we do have a relatively significant fundamental event coming up here in the short term, this exchange traded fund offering from the Winklevosses. My feeling here is the path of least resistance is up, not down right now. As we can see, the moving averages are still very positive, and anything they're getting a bit wide, which is a bit dangerous, but they're still pointing positive. And I don't see any technical breakdowns here in any of our internal indicators just yet. Having said that, super important to realize that yes, we are pointing up. Yes, the trend is higher, but, if we look at W's, we can see we had a buy level here. We had a buy level here. We had a buy level here. Does it really make sense to be putting new money to work through this face rip? And I'm kind of leaning on the no side. I do believe that we are pointing higher here over the short term and just follow the chalk marks, right? If we do close above here, that'll be a new weekly closing high. If we do take out the 1166, then that's telling us that we want to expand the range. And I think harmonically, the market really wants this 1400 area here on the Phoenix, right? 1300 and change. On that event, we have to be worried about what's the fundamental drivers on the other side of that. And I'm a little concerned that there isn't really any new fundamental drivers until SegWit, which is really in the fall. So just be careful here. Don't chase. You can definitely play lower time frame setups to try and trade this. But from an investor's perspective, we're very late to the party, and new money here, maybe not the best idea. So there is your weekly summary. We are pointing higher. We still continue to point higher. Internally, looking a little bit tired. No breakdown yet, but do you notice that the volume as we're moving up here is kind of tapering off? Little bit of a warning sign. If we go to new highs again here, and OBV does not go to new highs, it's just further anecdote that, hey, maybe things are internally not as happy as they would like them to be. All right, why don't we leave the weekly summary at that? You guys have yourselves an awesome trading week. Watch for the close here of this weekly bar at new highs. And of course, we got the Winklevoss ETF. Looking forward to that. I don't see any reason why we're going to stall ahead of that event. So have yourselves a great week. All the best, and bye for now.
The second round of the Waves community token has been distributed. WCT holders also received further Bitcoin tokens from a second Byteball airdrop. WBTC balances now show up in the main Waves wallet, and you will shortly be able to withdraw them through the Bitcoin gateway. Tidex has added several new pairs, and it's also possible to cash out Waves Bitcoin tokens through the exchange.
Hi guys, I'd like to provide a short update on our development process. Probably most of you are waiting for our DEX system. It's on the way, backend is ready, and we are creating the frontend now. It's pretty complicated because we have to provide a good user experience, which is important for trading GUIs. Also, we are working on the gateway and mobile application. They are ready and will be launched next week. On top of that, there are a couple of announcements that are going to be made next week regarding the new ICOs on our platform. They are going to be pretty unique projects. Nothing similar has ever been done in crypto before, so you're gonna be surprised. So guys, stay tuned and ride on waves.
Chronobank's crowd sale ended last week. The time-based cryptocurrency project took over $5 million, one of the largest ICOs of recent months. In the broader crypto markets, many of the alts gave up the strong gains they made the week before, thanks to Bitcoin's bounce. Chronobank's crowd sale ended last week. The time-based cryptocurrency project took over $5 million, one of the largest ICOs of recent months. In the broader crypto markets, many of the alts gave up the strong gains they made the week before, thanks to Bitcoin's bounce. Digital wallet iPayU now lets users transfer funds directly to their Starbucks app, allowing customers to pay for their coffee with Bitcoin. iPayU CEO Gene Kavanaugh said that this would encourage Bitcoins to be spent in ways that its creators intended. But Gene, everyone knows Satoshi preferred C++ to Java. That's all for now. We'll be back next week. Stay tuned.